got that boy Junbug AmPm in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? You already know.
Okay. Hey, man, my dog came here swagged out, ready to go. He had a whole crew with him. Hey, man, they moving like that, all right? Act like y'all know what's going on, all right? Hey, so for the people who don't know, man, tell us who you are, man, where you from and how long you been doing this music thing, brother?
Now, a little bit about myself. My name is Junbug AmPm. I was born in Chicago, raised in Tampa, Florida. I've been out here since I was a teenager. And I've been doing music for a long time. It was more of a release.
Yes, sir.
A release for like a stress reliever. It was more of, instead of going rah, I put it in a music and in a song. And then when I got taught that, it like took my life to another level and it kind of gave me an identity.
Okay. And for those who listening, man, you go see the visual. Man, you look aggressive. Is that just natural? You just look like a motherfucker that just want to go, but you know what I'm saying? Is that natural? They're just kind of like, they're just kind of like one of them, what they call it, the RBF.
No, it's just in music I'm on that, but in real life, no. In real life, I want everybody to win. In real life, I love everybody. I love to see people grow. I'm the type of person that you hang around with me too much, you're gonna be motivated on accident.
Okay.
That's the type of person I am. But I do have my defenses up because that's how you gotta live your life.
Okay. Now I know when we spoke off camera, man, we was kind of getting to know each other. You say you was from town and Compton. Hey, shout out, man. I grew up in it. That's my stomping grounds, man.
Tampa, Sulphur Springs. I lived in all those neighborhoods.
Okay, man. He was all like you say. He was town and country. He said in the Springs. He was in the West. I went to school in the West, man. So it looked different over there.
I know they
I
stepping up.
So the projects down. I was like, man.
I was doing DoorDash, and I went in there. I was like, oh my God, this is not the crazy cut. This is not the crazy cut.
So what's going on with you, man? All right, you do music, man. Like, when somebody, for the people that's listening in, that's their first time, getting to know you, and they go pick out a Junbug song. Like, what vibes can they get, or like, what's your inspiration? They're gonna walk away saying like.
Well, the vibes they're gonna get off my music is vibes of inspiration, vibes of like never quitting, being the underdog and persevering and moving past like people like just doubting you, and moving past like what other people think of you. Because I've always tell people like whether you think you do it or you can't do it, you're right. So you might as well think you can do it, whatever it is. And I've transformed from the music. So now I'm a full state university student for digital cinematography. So I'm going from being in front of the camera to behind the camera. And I feel the experience from being in front of the camera and doing all these shows will allow me to help another artist grow, will allow me to teach another artist certain things. And even with my own music, really put my stuff out there how I feel it, because I thought the hardest thing some of these video men did was match the words with the song.
Yeah.
That's really easy.
Yeah.
I want a refund from some of these guys from my old videos. They didn't do nothing. Hey, real talk. And then I've learned that, and that's what I want to teach other people. Like, each one teach one, two hands wash the face, that's how I live. Like, so that's what I want to give to everybody. When they hear my music, they're going to see the journey. They're going to hear what's going on. And especially if you don't know me, you're going to hear it. And if you do know me, you're going to be like, man, I remember that time. I remember what he went through. Because, I've always been the underdog, and people's always looked at me like somebody that wasn't supposed to do nothing, because I guess maybe even my teacher said it. But we're doing it now, and we're winning. We have multiple businesses. We're growing. And through all the perseverances and all the negativity, we've moved forward behind that and left it behind us and moved forward past it.
I got you, man. So who does Junbug listen to? Like, if somebody was getting your car behind you, like, what's going to be on the radio?
My playlist going to be funny, because first you're going to hear Tupac.
Okay.
Then you're going to hear Mark Anthony, salsa music.
Okay.
And then you might hear some bachata playing. And then we back to right back to some old school Dirty South Trick Daddy real quick. Like, I listen to eclectic amount of music. I like more of the older hip hop. Mm-hmm. Not just because of my age or nothing. It's just because of the fact that it's more realer hip hop.
For real.
And you could like, I like the newer songs, outside with it, jumping in the club, dancing. I know all the words too, but it's not what I'm gonna really like listen to as much, Yeah. So like when I'm listening to my music, it's you might hear me listen to some old school music from the 70s that were way before my time.
Yeah.
I just like to hear an eclectic vibe of music, because I feel like it presents. And with my music, and when I bring my music out, you can hear the different vibes. Like, I got songs that are straight hip hop, songs that have like a country vibe, songs that have like a soft rock vibe, and I got some of those like techno type of songs, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's all different vibes, you know, but my vibe is hip hop. All elements of hip hop. I love hip hop. Big Pun is my favorite rapper. First line rapper to go platinum. I got a song with Chris Rivers. Shout out Chris Rivers, you know what I'm saying? His son, which is a beautiful coincidence because, like, when Pun was alive, my sister seen him at the beach, got a picture with him, and I ended up doing a song with his son. It's a beautiful thing. And that's like, I'm a hip hop head. I love all elements, the dance, everything about hip hop. I love it all.
Variety is the spice of life, man. So it's always good when you touching those different genres. I always ask people, like, who do you listen to? And I hate when somebody tell me, man, the only person I listen to is my stuff. It's like, man, if you only listening to your stuff, like, how are you limiting yourself? Like, how are you growing as an artist? So
exactly.
That's good to hear that, man. You touched on something, man. You say you're a student at Full Sail. Man, that's a rigorous program. How do you find time to do everything else?
Well, I do school at night.
Okay.
And I stop partying.
Okay.
So I can stay up all night, go to sleep, and still wake up in the morning type vibe. And I take my son to basketball practice in the morning. From there, get to getting my money, get to grinding. And what the school taught me, I'm already utilizing, and I got clients that I'm doing their podcast. Yeah. So it's beneficial as a student.
Yeah.
I'm still getting hired right now, so I was able to grow. And, you know, from my first podcast, shout out to the Gritty and Wiley Show, from the first podcast I did with them to the last one, it's a crazy improvement. So, like, I just been, like, juggling everything. Like, my son is 18 years old. I raised him alone for a long time. I'm married now, and I got a brand new son. So it's a whole vibe, and, like, I'm sitting there doing schoolwork, bouncing my son, feeding him a bottle, and it just works out. Like, I feel like when we want to do something, we make time for it, no matter what. Like, if I had to stop, really, the hanging out part, because I was able to go to bed late and wake up early. Yeah. Because when you're hanging out, you go to bed, you're finna sleep till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, because you lit, you wide open, and it's part of life, you know? Now I pick and choose my times. Yeah. I done did all the buying the bottle, did all the done, and I got plenty of videos on my phone for 10 years back. Yeah. But I don't need none of that no more. Now I need them residual checks to get my DNA to grow.
Yeah. And that's man shit, man. I love to hear stuff like that. That just shows a lot of maturity in you as a person, but just more so just you being responsible. I mean, I think a lot of times as men, we'll make excuses for the stuff that we don't really want to do. And we don't want to man up, and I like to hear stuff like that, man. We know you got a project out, right? What's the name of the project?
If the shoe fits, wear it. The fitting, Junbug AmPm.
If the shoe fits, wear it. All right. We're going to get into a song right now. This one particular song we're going to get into, it's called Life in Reverse, man. Talk to me about the concept and the idea behind this song, brother.
Well, the concept of this song, you know, like, I wrote this song in 2015 in Chicago. I went out there for a summer. I was in Florida acting a fool. And I just slid. And I went out there broke, little, you know what I'm saying? And I'm writing this, and I'm analyzing my life and what I'm good at. Mm-hmm. And the one thing I was good at was selling dope. Yeah. Being, like, there's no other way to say it. And I went to jail for all that stuff, and I was good at it, though. Yeah. And then that's where Life in Reverse comes in. Like, I feel like, you know, then I had to learn how to use that talent. Now I'm transforming it. Now I know I can walk in any room and shake hands with anybody with a suit on, no suit on. Yeah. And because of that game is why I'm comfortable around anybody, any flavor, any color. It doesn't matter who you are. Because back then when we was doing our thing, it didn't matter who you was because you had it. Exactly. Everybody. So I had to learn the gift that God gave me to transform it. And that's why Life in Reverse, you hear, I said, I was blessed with a talent, but I feel like it's a curse. That was the talent. But now it's not a curse because I done transformed it. And now I can walk in any room and just build with people. And I know it's because the game. The game taught me that. No one else, no school, nothing. The game taught it to me.
Yes, sir. Well, introduce this next song, man.
Yeah, with Junbug AmPm, Life in Reverse. You can find it on all platforms, video on all platforms.
Right here on the station that hits different. Power 813 The Beat. Let's go.
I told you, we cooking, baby. Yeah, let's go. You fuck around with me, it's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
I want you to feel me on this one. Just feel me. I know. See, I've been blessed with a talent, but I feel like it's a curse. And I'm trying to move forward, living life in reverse. Trying to leave some for my son before I wind up in a hearse. But I feel like reverse. See, I've been blessed with a talent, but I feel like it's a curse. And I'm trying to move forward, living life in reverse. Trying to leave some for my son before I wind up in a hearse. But it feels like I'm living my life in reverse. No, it's not rehearsed. This is just how I feel when I look up in the mirror. Tell myself what the deal, what your big sister tell you. Yeah, you know it's so real. You need to get your money up, fall back and not chill. But when you turn the volume up, it's so hard to turn it down. When all you see around is murder in your town and ain't no jobs around for a felon tatted down. Then I ain't wanna do, so I do what I do. Like damn. Did I make the wrong decision? Am I headed for submission? Am I headed for submission? Cutting misses in the kitchen with the baggies in the scale. Now I'm down on my knees, praying to God I will prevail. See, I've been blessed with a talent, but I feel like it's a curse. And I'm trying to move forward, living life in reverse. Trying to leave some for my son before I wind up in a hearse. But I feel like I'm living my life in reverse. See, I've been blessed with a talent, but I feel like it's a curse. And I'm trying to move forward, living life in reverse. Trying to leave some for my son before I wind up in a hearse. But it feel like I'm living my life. My life in reverse. What the fuck is holding me back? Is it all these bad bitches? Is it all this fucking yak? Is it all this blue cheese that we roll up in the Dutch? Is it every day we live like we don't give a fuck? I don't know. Do you know? Lately I've been wondering, and lately it's been thundering, and I can't see no daylight. Hit it left and I fade right. Oh man, I fade right. Then I hit that U-turn. While I hit that U-turn, like, hey, what's poppin'? Getting money's the top. I don't care what's the option, as long as it leads to profit. So I'ma do my this. June so for risen. I should wear black and white, cause I'm so official. See, I've been blessed with a talent, but I feel like it's a curse. And I'm trying to move forward, living life in reverse. Trying to leave some for my son before I wind up in a hearse. But I feel like I'm living my life in reverse. See, I've been blessed with a talent, but I feel like it's a curse. And I'm trying to move forward, living life in reverse. Trying to leave some for my son before I wind up in a hearse. But it feel like I'm living my life in reverse. My life in reverse, my life in reverse. Yeah, it feel like I'm living my life in reverse. My life in reverse, my life in reverse. Yeah, it feels like I'm living my life in reverse.
That boy Junbug AmPm is in the building. For those that were listening, that was Life in Reverse, man. Okay, how you feeling?
Yeah, you already know, vibing.
That's a different vibe. I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I looked up and did some stuff, the first song I heard, it was super aggressive, like you said. So, I'm thinking this song's gonna be here. That's why you can't judge a book by its cover. That's why you gotta, that was totally different, man. So, that's a dope track though. That's a dope track.
Thank you.
All right. You say you wrote that in when?
In 2014.
In 2014?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And I asked that because a lot of times when people write songs from a long time ago, it sounds like that. That didn't sound dated at all. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Talking about the record itself, like what's your process, right? When you're getting ready to go in the studio and do a song, like what has to be the setting for you? You got to be a bunch of weed, alcohol, women, or you got to have your crew with you, or what's up? Me personally, I don't do music, but every now and then I'll do a reference track. I like to hear the beat and map out everything in my head at home and write it all down. That way, when I go to the studio, I'm more efficient with my time and trying to get it knocked out. What's your process?
Well, it depends. If I'm at a studio where I'm actually paying for studio time, like back in the days, then I'm coming prepared.
Yeah.
I'm coming prepared. I'm rapping my instrumentals in the car, and I'm spitting my words like I know my stuff by heart. If like now we have the studio at the crib and we own our own booth, I'm still gonna be writing in the kitchen, prepared. Like I'm not even in the studio when I'm writing. I'm writing in the kitchen with the headphones on, old school, with the whole studio 5 feet from me. So I like to come in prepared. Like I believe proper preparation prevents poor performance.
The P's.
And when you paying for that time, $50 an hour.
Yeah.
I'd rather get 2 tracks done in 2 hours and let you mix for them other 2 hours because people do them 4-hour minimums back then.
Yeah.
Like, so I always like to prepare. And I think it's better to, when you know your stuff, and I'm more of, yeah, I smoke, and I got my card and all, and even before I got my card, I smoke, but that's what I do, like, but I feel like I'm more better sober, like, no drinking. If I'm gonna perform a show and stuff, I'll drink after the show. I might have 1 cup in between.
Yeah.
You know, if we buying a bottle, everybody knows, save me the little bit for the end, because I ain't touching it. Because I feel like I'm already, like, my own self is the adrenaline rush I'm gonna get from doing what I'm doing. You might slur, you might sound wrong. You know, now we have our own studio. Some nights, you know, we might have a little party, end up recording. The next morning, I'm in there redoing everything.
So, question.
Making sure it's good.
With music being so, with it being so easy and accessible now, with everything that's going on, like the easy access has created this microwave mentality, right? Now anybody, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry could just, you know, make something on their phone, you know, voice notes, you know, the beat in the background, and they can literally release it tomorrow. You think that watered down the music a lot?
Yeah, it definitely did. I think it's like, with my studio personally, I've noticed with the young boys, and I've told them this, they'll come, they're like, I feel like they're like, oh, let me try it out, get a free song, and then like, it's raw, and they're like, send it to me. And I'm like, no, it has no mix. And then a car mix, and then I send it to them because it's theirs, and then they drop it.
Yeah.
And then when you drop it now, they have the little $5 AI thing, but that only works if your song is already mixed really well. So I think it's watering it down. They're kind of being cheap a little bit, and they're like jumping from studio to studio to get the free little first session where they end up with their whole album, but you don't get a relationship with your engineer. They don't even know your music.
Well, they're not going to studios no more. That's one of the things. So, because, you know, with BandLab, like you said, people are lazy and they're cheap.
They're using BandLab?
Yeah. So a lot of people just record on their phone, but they're not going to studio because I don't know one. Because even when you go to a studio, I don't know one engineer that's going to let you leave out of there that's not going to have a semi mix on it. It might not be a master mix on it, but he's going to make sure when you leave there it sounds decent because
for the car,
that's his signature on it. Yeah, he's like, you know, because you're going to be like, where the hell you recorded that at? You know, you want to be like, man, I recorded at Jim Studio. No. You know, people don't got so lazy and cheat. They're just doing it from their phones now. You know, so now it's just sounding like it's crazy, man.
That's the record label's fault, and whoever these big dogs are, that's their fault for accepting it.
You think so?
Because they didn't accept it before. Before we had to go to the studio, we had to do we had to present a presentation. We had to present a 4-track EP. We had to present a presentation, just like today, earlier, I was at this business convention thing, and they were doing presentations with the clicker. We had to do that with music the same way, except it was a 4-song CD with a cover.
Yeah,
you had to make that.
They definitely don't know anything about DJ packs. They don't.
You had exactly DJ pack. Somebody want to give you the song and get mad you don't play it, but you got to give them the instrumental. You got to give them the acapella. You got to give them the no cursing part, the cursing part. You got to even for because when I go to school for digital cinematography now, I'm looking up placements. They're not going to put your song on no Netflix, nothing if you don't give them the right files.
Yeah. You gotta have
the stem. Another thing with these beats, I heard you talking earlier with the other guy about the beats.
Yeah.
You gotta have your stem.
Yeah.
You gotta have your pay for the stem.
Yeah, but which brings my next question. You walk right into it, man. What are your thoughts on YouTube beats?
Well, it doesn't matter. I feel like if I could reach out to the guy and personally speak to him, get the stem and have him take it down, it's the same process. It's I'd rather work with someone I can shake their hand. Yeah. But sometimes not that easy because some of these dudes get one placement and they think they him. Yeah. But you broke, and you could say you got a placement, but you broke, and now you want to be big-headed about me and ask me for $1 million, and you broke.
But you just did something again. This speaks to a lot of what's going on with the laziness. You did your research. You said you're going to reach out to the producer. Hey man, let's talk. How can I get this exclusive so I can go on about my business? You know, a lot of times they're not even doing that, man. They're just taking the YouTube beat and they just extracting that bad boy.
Yeah, I've had, like, we put a song out and there was a whole other song out. Yeah. And like a week later, it was all gone.
Yeah.
And I told them, I said, don't worry. They recorded that. I called every single step that was going to happen. Their whole video, everything gone. Yeah. Because we bought the song and we didn't even buy exclusive. We got the $100 lease with the stem, We didn't even get that far as exclusive. We didn't have to. We got the stem. And then when you want to put your music on people's music and movies come together. Yeah. When you watch a movie, they make you feel a type of way. Yeah. So we can't get a placement if you don't own your file. If you just recorded on BandLab, you don't own your file. You would not be on the next Netflix documentary and or movie, and you'll be surprised that your hook or your 3-second verse, part of your 3-second verse would have made your whole thing, whole scene pop out.
But not just movies. You got to think about it. Like when you're watching a sports show, when you're watching the NBA, the NFL, when they cut the commercial, that brief little clip, they always playing a song.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean? So stuff like that.
Exactly. You gotta have your stem. You gotta have your whole file professionally made, because it doesn't matter how hot the song is, they're not gonna accept it.
Man, what you got coming up? What can the people find you at?
Well, you can find me on all platforms. I'm actually like really about to take my YouTube page really serious and start making a lot of mini films, even take some of my songs and turn them into mini films, like mini music video / short film type of vibe. Like we're really about to like putting a lot of stuff together in order. We're building a recording / podcast / come do your interview shows. You know, we got some stuff good that we're working in order to help the public grow. Because some people don't have direction, and a lot of people try to like gatekeep or try to keep like the recipe. I'd rather give somebody a recipe, because they said if I feed you fish, you're going to look for me to eat. But if I teach you how to fish, then you're going to feed yourself forever, and then you could feed your own generation. Now we moving forward, everybody eating. So, you know, a lot of people like to make money off people, and I'm more like, let's make money together.
You talking like a grown
Let's
up,
figure out a way to eat together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when everybody eat together, everybody win.
Any shows, anything coming up?
Well, right now we don't got no shows set up. Mm-hmm. We've been lining up more auditions and more getting the stuff in order on that angle. And I'm working on my album that I'm dropping. It's gonna be called The Shoe Fits Wear, for him, for her, for y'all. It's gonna speak about everything been going on, everything been popping. A lot of people got a lot of questions. They're going to hear it on there, and that's what the album's for. It's for him, for her, and for y'all.
What can the people find you at on socials?
Junbug AmPm everywhere. Juan Jr. on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And it's like on every social media account, we basically like just uplift everybody. Like, don't come with negativity. We coming with vibes. And no matter where you from, where you at, because wherever you want to be, we can help you get there.
And that's Junbug, Junbug.
Yeah, JUNBUG/AMPM.
Make sure y'all look it up. Any shout outs, anybody, man?
Yeah, I just want to shout out all my fam that came with me. Capo, Dre, Joe Dirt, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? My family, my sons, my wife, my mother, you know what I mean? And everybody that support me, man. Everybody, like, I get thousands and thousands and thousands of views, and it doesn't tell me who does it. Yeah. You know, sometimes when I get the share, it tells me, Fulano shared your stuff. Fulano shared your stuff. I appreciate everybody. Yeah. Everybody that shares it, everybody that watches it, because I don't even know as many people as watching it. You know, so like, I just appreciate everybody, and one love to everybody. Live and let live. The show coming soon. Y'all pay attention, because it's going to be real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Again, man, this is one of many. You know, you if you know me and you know Boss Man, you know what I'm saying, you can always reach out to us anytime, anything we can help in your process and this journey, brother. Don't be a stranger, all right?
Oh, let's go. Let's grow.
Got to check. This is another United Music Mafia production.
Feel me on this one. Just gotta help me. See, I've been blessed with a talent, but I feel like it's a curse. And I'm trying to move forward, living life in reverse.
Chill. You already know Junbug AmPm. We live with A13 Power, A13 The Beat. Tune in. Don't forget to download the app. Junbug AmPm, baby. Check me out on all platforms. We here with it. Yes, sir. God bless.